we'll design a stand and hand tool for use with something called Fat Dragon Games, which creates pieces for dungeon settings that you print out with a 3D printer, and to easier hold those while painting them. This is what this design is for. I'll go to the step-by-steps, creating the design in Fusion 3D, and then they can be printed on a 3D printer. Yes. First, check that the units are in millimeters over here, and this can also be set in settings, but you can choose what you want here by changing the active units. This is the browser section of Fusion 360. There are various things we add, modify, etc. will appear here, and there's also a design history here. Now it's empty. This will fill up as we do things. Create cylinders, shell them out, etc. It will show up here. This box up here you used to move around the view. Now it won't show much if we change it, since there's nothing here. Here we can also have where you choose the different display settings, like if you want the model to be shaded, wireframe, etc. It's okay to leave it in this standard as win-win. Here we can also turn off and up grid settings. Yeah. Well, let's just start. And the best thing to start is with a sketch. Here we have different things we can create down here, like a circle, center diameter circle, shortcut C. You can also, depending on which view you are, hit S, and it will come up with a toolbox related to where we are. We are not in the sketch now, so now it will show extrude and fillet as the two standard, I imagine, and you can then add more as you search. This toolbox will now change when we go into sketch mode. And we go into sketch mode, we can select here now, circle, center diameter circle. And here we have to select the plane. I would like to do this from the top down, so it's easier then to hit top here. And this is the plane, the top plane we will use. If I hit S now, you will see that sketch toolbox comes up. Here we also have the center diameter circle. You can also search for the various things, as will be in this drop-down menu. And we are going to use center diameter circle. Then just hit the middle here, and then start to pulling it out. Instantly it will start to show blue digits or white digits on blue background. This now allows us to type in whatever diameter we want in millimeters. Type in 51. Now this field is I guess orange. This means that this can be now extruded into 3D space, and that's what we want to do. Stop the sketch, and now to easier see what's happening, hit this little here on the top, and then we select this, and we can take extrude, which is to pull it into 3D space now. You can also hit S, and there it is, extrude. If it wasn't there, it could start type, and it would also push it up there. The X here will show how it can be removed from the toolbox. If it's put in there, an arrow like this will add it to the toolbox. We'll just now choose extrude, and you can start to pull it up into 3D space. Now we want this to be 1.4 millimeters, so I'll just hit 1.4, type in that, and there we have it, the start of this. And now as we move around here, it will have some effects on the view. Back to the top, because I want to have a cylinder in the center here. So we will start with the crate, and then we can choose a cylinder, or once again hit S to get the toolbox. Start with typing. Yeah, cylinder. Now it automatically has pointed out the middle there. This is this plane we want it on, so we'll just type, click in the middle, and then once again we can type what we want it to be the size. This one we want to have a diameter of 16 millimeter, so we'll type in 16, enter. And then we can choose height. It's easier to see the height if we are from the side of this thing, so can extrude it up like this, and once again we can type it in here, and of course you can also type it in here. This also allows for mathematics. If for some reason we want this to be 14 millimeters plus 6 millimeters, it's possible to write it like that instead of 20. It will remember it. It has various mathematical functions. Just type 20 now. So now we have the base of the stand. Of course this won't do much without making something to slide into it, or place space for it to be slided into. Not sure how to say that. Anyway, can hit choose this one, and now we want to shell out this. Once again we can hit get the toolbox, start with shell. This will also be available on various menus here. Modify, for instance. So we'll hit shell, and I want this to be 1.4 millimeters as well, and enter. Now it's hollow. Yes. And once again we can just see it from the top. Not that easy to see from the sides. Easier. Top. And that's basically how the design of the stand is made. So this is now actually complete, the first part of this.